Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. The clothes which we wear are made of fabrics. Fabrics are made of fibers obtained from natural or artificial sources. Can you name some natural fibers? Fibers are also used for making a large variety of household articles. So fiber are used for making household articles. Make a list of some common articles made from fibers. Try to separate them into those made from natural fibers and those made from artificial fibers. Make entries in table 3.1. So you can take the name of article and which is made of natural or artificial fiber in the third column. Why did you label some fibers as artificial? You have read in your previous classes that natural fibers like cotton, wool, silk, etc. are obtained from plants or animals. The synthetic fibers, on the other hand, are made from by human beings. That is why these are called synthetic or man-made fibers. So it is clear. 3.1 What are synthetic fibers? Try to recall the uniform pattern found in the necklace of bead joined with the help of a thread in figure 33.1a, or try to join a number of paper clips together to make a long chain. So you can see join the paper clips and make a long chain as in figure 3.1b. Is there any similarity between the two? So you can see the two figures. A synthetic fiber is also a chain of small unit joined together. Each small unit is actually a chemical substance. Many such small units combine to form a large single unit called a polymer. So when these small units combine together to form a large single unit is called a polymer. The word polymer comes from the two Greek words. Poly means many and mer means part or unit. So a polymer is made of many repeating units. So polymers occurs in nature also. Cotton, for example, is a polymer called cellulose. Cellulose is made up of a large number of glucose units. 3.2 Types of synthetic fibers. Rayon is a synthetic fiber. You have read in class 7 that silk fiber obtained from silkworm was discovered in China and was kept as a closely guarded secret for a long time. Fabric obtained from silk fiber was very costly, but its beautiful texture fascinated everyone. So attempts were made to make silk artificially. Towards the end of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having properties similar to that of the silk. Such a fiber was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. So it was obtained from chemical treatment of wood pulp. This fiber was called rayon or artificial silk. So although rayon is obtained from a natural source, wood pulp, yet it is man-made fiber. It is cheaper than silk and can be woven like silk fibers. It can also be dyed in a variety of colors. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets or mixed with wool to make carpets. So you can see artificial articles made of rayon, which is the artificial silk. Nylon is another man-made fiber. In 1931, it was made without using any natural raw material from plant or animal. It was prepared from coal, water and air. So nylon was prepared from coal, water and air. It was the first fully synthetic fiber. And nylon fiber was strong, elastic and long. It was lustrous and easy to wash. So it became very popular for making clothes. We use many articles made from nylon such as socks, ropes, tents, toothbrushes, car seats, belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. as you can see in figure 3.3. So is nylon fiber really so strong that we can make nylon parachutes and rope for rock climbing? So it is very strong. So nylon is also used for making parachutes and ropes for rock climbings, and you can see in figure 3.4. A nylon thread is actually stronger than a steel wire. So you can see nylon thread is very strong, so it is stronger than a steel wire. Activity 3.1. Take an iron stand with a clamp. Take a cotton thread of about 60 cm length. Tie it to the clamp so that it hangs freely from it as it's shown in figure 3.5. At the end of the free end suspend, so you can see a pan so that weight can be placed in it. Add weight one by one till the thread breaks. Note down the total weight required to break the thread. This weight indicates the strength of the fiber. Repeat the same activity with the thread of wool, polyester, silk and nylon. Tabulate the data in the table 3.2. Arrange the thread in increasing strength. So you can see cotton, wool, nylon and silk. So you can put the weight on the pan and see if when this breaks, it is the strength. So you can see total weight required to break the thread. You can write it here. You may use a hook or a nail on the wall for hanging the fibers and polythene bag at the other end. In place of weights, you can also use marbles or pebbles of similar size. Precaution: note that all thread should be of the same length and almost of the same thickness. Polyester and acrylic. Polyester is another synthetic fiber. Fabric made from this fiber does not get wrinkled easily. So this type of fiber does not get wrinkled. It remains crisp and is easy to wash. So it is quite suitable for making dress material. You must have seen people wearing polyester shirts and other dresses. So terylene is a popular polyester. It can be drawn into a very fine fiber that can be woven like any other yarn. So my Paheli says, my mother always buys PET bottles and PET jars for storing rice and sugar. I wonder what PET is. PET is polyester terephthalate. Is very familiar form of polyester. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires, and many other useful products. Look around and make a list of these things made of polyester. Poly means poly plus ester is actually made up of repeating units of chemical called an ester. Esters are the chemicals which give fruit their smell. Fabrics are sold by name like polycot, polywool, terrycot, etc. As the name suggests, these are made by mixing two types of fibers. Polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. Polywool is a mixture of polyester and wool. Similarly, we wear sweaters and use shawls and blankets in the winter. Many of these are actually not made from natural wool. Although they appear to resemble wool, these are prepared from another type of synthetic fiber called acrylic. And the wool obtained from natural resources is quite expensive, whereas clothes made from acrylic are relatively cheap. They are available in a variety of colors. Synthetic fibers are more durable and affordable, which make them more popular than natural fibers. You have already performed an activity of burning natural and synthetic fiber, activity 3.6 of class 7. You know that. What did you observe? When you burn synthetic fiber, you find that the behavior is different from that of the natural fiber. You must have noticed that the synthetic fiber melt on heating. This is actually a disadvantage of synthetic fiber. It is, if the clothes catch fire, it can be disastrous. The fabric melt and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. So we should therefore not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory. So Paili says, oh, now I understand why my mother never wears polyester clothes while working in the kitchen. All the synthetic fibers are prepared by a number of processes using raw materials of petroleum origin called petrochemicals. So 3.3 characteristics of a synthetic fiber. Imagine that it is a rainy day. What kind of umbrella would you use and why? Synthetic fiber possesses unique characteristics which make them popular dress materials. They dry quickly, are durable, less expensive, readily available and easy to maintain. Perform the following activity to learn from yourself. So you can see activity 3.2, take two cloth pieces of the same size, roughly half a meter square each. One of these should be from natural fiber, the other should be from synthetic fiber. You can take help of your parents in selecting these pieces. Soak the pieces in different mugs, each containing the same amount of water. Take the piece out of the container after 5 minutes and spread them in the sun for a few minutes. Compare the volume of water remaining in each container. Do synthetic fibers soak less more water than the natural fibers? Do they take less or more time to dry? What does the activity tell you about the characteristic of the synthetic fabrics? Find out from your parents about the durability, cost and maintenance of these fabrics compared to the natural fabrics. So there is a plastic 3.4. You must have familiar with many plastic articles used every day. Make a list of such items and their uses. So you can see a linear and cross-linked arrangement. You can see first is a linear and second is the cross-linear linked arrangement. And so plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fiber. All plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some it is linear, whereas in other it is cross-linked. Figure 3.6 shows that plastic articles are available in all possible shape and size, as you can see in figure 3.7. Is Have you ever wondered how this is possible? The fact is that plastic is easily moldable, that is, it can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets, or made into wires. That is why it finds such a variety of uses. We can see many things: mug, a bucket, chair, and a toy bike are the varieties of articles made from plastics. Poly plus ethene is an example of a plastic. It is used for making commonly used polythene bag. Now try to bend a piece of plastic yourself. Can all the plastic articles be bent easily? You will observe that some plastic articles can be bent easily while other break when forced to bend. When we add hot water in the plastic bottle, it gets deformed. Such plastic which get deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. Polythene and PVC are some of the example of thermoplastics. And these are used for manufacturing toys, combs, and various other types of containers. On the other hand, there are some plastic which when mold once cannot be softened by heating. These are called thermosetting plastics. Two examples of bakelite and melamine. Bakelite is poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for making electrical switches, handles, and various utensils, etc. Melamine is a versatile material. It resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastics. It is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware, and fabrics which resist fire. Figure 3.8 show that the various uses of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. You can see there is a switchboard, there is a plate, and etc. and made from thermosetting. These are from thermosetting, and these are thermoplastic. You can see some articles made of plastics. So you can see here plastics as materials of choice. Today, if we think of storing a food item, water, milk, pickles, dry food, etc., plastic containers seem most convenient. This is because of their lightweight, lower price, good strength, and easy to handle. Being lighter as compared to the metals, plastics are used in cars, aircrafts, and spacecrafts too. The list is endless if we start counting articles like slippers, furniture, decoration pieces, etc. Now let us discuss the characteristic properties of plastics. Plastics is non-reactive. You know that the metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastics do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. That is why they are used to store various kinds of material, including many chemicals. Plastic is light, strong, and durable. Talk to your parents or grandparents about the type of buckets that were used in the past. What is the material of the plastics buckets and mugs you are using today? And what are the advantages of using plastic containers? Since plastic is very light, strong, durable, and can be molded into different shapes and sizes, it is used for various purposes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metals. They are widely used in industry and for household articles. You know that. Make a list of the different kinds of plastic container that you use in daily life. So plastics are poor conductor. So you have learnt about that plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity. That is why electric wires have plastic covering, and handles of screwdrivers are made of plastics, as mentioned above. Handles of frying pan is also made of plastic. So do you know plastics find extensive use in the healthcare industry? We know that. Some examples of their use are the packaging of tablets, threads used for stitching wounds, syringes, doctor's gloves, and a number of medical instruments. Special plastic cookware are used in microwave ovens for cooking food. In microwave oven, the heat cooks the food but does not affect the plastic vessel. Teflon is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. It is used for non-stick coating of cookware. So fireproof plastics, although synthetic fibers catches fire easily, it is interesting to know that the uniform of firemen have coating of melamine plastic to make them flame resistant. So you can see 3.6 plastic and the environment. When we go to the market, we usually get things wrapped in plastic or packed in polythene bags. That is one reason why plastic waste keep getting accumulated in our home, and ultimately plastic find its way to the garbage. Disposal of plastic is the major problem. Why? Material which get decomposed through natural process such as by action of bacteria is called biodegradable. A material which is not easily decomposed by a natural process is termed as non-biodegradable. So you can see in table 3.3, type of waste, approximate time to degrade, and nature of material. So you can see peel of vegetable, fruits, leftover foodstuff, etc. It take 1 to 2 weeks to degrade. These are biodegradable. And paper also takes about 10 to 30 days. It is biodegradable. Cotton takes 2 to 5 months, biodegradable. Wool takes 10 to 15 years, that is also biodegradable. Woolen clothes take about a year, biodegradable. Tin, aluminium and other metal cans 500 to 500 years, they are non-biodegradable. Plastic bags several years, and these are also non-biodegradable. So since plastics take several years to decompose, it is not environment friendly. It causes environmental pollution. Beside, the burning process of the synthetic material is quite slow and it does not get completely burned easily. In the process of it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. How can this problem be solved? So you can see here, have you ever seen a garbage dump where animals are eating garbage? In the process of eating the food waste, they swallow materials like polythene bags and wrappers of food. Can you imagine the consequences? The plastic material choke in the respiratory system of these animals or forms a lining in their stomach and can cause their death. Polythene bags carelessly thrown here and there are responsible for clogging the drains too. Sometimes we are very careless and throw the wrappers of chips, biscuits and other eatables on the road or in the park or picnic places. Should we not think twice before doing so? As a responsible citizen, what measure do you suggest to keep public places clean and plastic free? So plastic wastes are a huge problem nowadays. Avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. Make use of bags made of cotton or jute, which you go for shopping. When you go for shopping, the biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes should be collected separately and disposed of separately. Practice this in your home. Can you suggest some other ways in which you can contribute towards reducing the use of plastic material? It is better to recycle plastic waste. Most of the thermoplastic can be recycled. Make a list of items that can be recycled. However, during recycling, certain coloring agents are added. This limits its usage, especially for storage of food. So as a responsible citizen, remember the 5R: reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse. Develop habits which are environment friendly. So fiber wise, do not throw plastic bags in the water bodies or in the road. Take a cotton carry bag or a jute bag in while going to shopping. Try to minimize the use of plastic material. Example, use of a steel lunch box instead of plastic ones. So these are the things you can do. So here the chapter is finished and we'll start the next chapter in the next class.